Hey Cancer, it's Alicia with Twisted Tarot, here to do your May 2019 Twin Flame Tarot reading. Thank you everyone for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, personal readings. Your emails, your feedback has been amazing for my channel. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing, and I just want to tell you how grateful I am to have such wonderful viewers. So thank you so much. If you saw the first video, that is your energy. This video is your twin's energy. I break them up into 2 videos because they get pretty long. It is a general reading, guys, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate and you would like or it does resonate and you would like a personal reading, the link is in the description box below, or you can email me at twistedtarot@gmail.com. The link takes you to Facebook, so if you don't want to do Facebook or you'd rather email me for my rates, that's fine too. You can also book me directly for a reading on Facebook. If you're not receiving messages on my channel, I wanted to put an announcement out there about this. There are a couple of reasons why. First off, could be that your sun sign, if it doesn't resonate, so if you're a Cancer and you're watching this and it doesn't resonate, please check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. Sometimes those videos will resonate better. If you're not sure where those planets, what astrological signs those planets fall in, like for example, my moon is in Aquarius, I think my Jupiter is in Sagittarius, that type of energy. If you're looking for that, you would need to, there's a link in the description box below, and it takes you to Cafe Astrology, and you can do a free birth chart there, and it will tell you where all your planets fall, and then you can look at where your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign are, and then check out those videos. The second way to get messages on my channel is also to like, share, subscribe, or comment. That is where I pull for the collective. When I do your reading, I pull from all that energy. I pull from people I know with the same sun sign as well, and that's how I get your energy into the videos. What else? Yeah, again, if I haven't said this, take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. What that means is if you see a traditional tarot card and I say something different than how you know the tarot or how other YouTube readers read, please know that I may have learned differently. I also channel messages. So whatever the divine is saying for me to express that card, it may have nothing to do with the traditional tarot that I'm being told that card means. So keep that in mind when you're watching my readings. So if you're like, well, the King of Swords doesn't, well, that's not how I'm reading it. And I may only I try to combine both. So the traditional, tarot, etc. I try to combine them both with the channeling and the intuitive messages that I'm receiving. So, all right, Cancer, what's going on with your twin? Let's see where they're at. I'm going to go ahead and chime my chime, and we'll get into that energy here and see where they're at. If you want, you can take your earphones out. I prefer you listen to it if you can, because it's more of a Spirit's way of letting them know we're ready to communicate, or let them communicate with us. We're ready for the reading, and that we're open to all the messages that they have to give us. So we're open to whatever comes out, and we release all our expectations during that time frame. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and chime my chime, and then we will get into it. You can turn it down if it gets too loud. That's kind of what I was saying earlier, so I apologize. I kind of got off track there, but yeah. Okay, or you can keep it up if you like the chime and you like the white sounds. Beautiful. Okay, so signs you could be dealing with for your twin. We have Aries. We have Libra. We have the Knight of Swords here, so another Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And I think that's pretty much it here for the signs that came out on the side. Keep in mind that if this astrological sign is not these astrological signs that I've said are not your twin, that doesn't mean that this reading can't be for you. Again, we have more cards to kind of go through and to look at. So let's see where y'all are at. Okay. We have Unity. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay. So Unity, it talks about being in union with yourself, being in union with your twin. So maybe this is something that you really want. You really want to be in union with your twin. You also may be working on being in union with your twin, with yourself. Because by doing so, if we work on ourselves and we come into union with ourselves, we love ourselves is what that means. Then we are coming into union with our twin, whether it's in the 5D or 3D or both, okay? So let's see what Spirit has to say about, or what the message is from the guide I have to say here. This is a Sacred Earth Oracle. I am using this. This is a new deck that I'm using, so I'm debuting it for y'all for all the signs for May, and also Amira's Love Oracle as well. And I love these decks. They're so pretty. So let's see what they have to say about unity. It is pretty quick, so I'll go through that. See your worth in the value of others. So it says see your worth and the value of others, not in the value of others. Sorry, that could sound like that. A refusal to accept less than equal footing in a partnership. An assumption, bias, or other barrier could hinder a fair outcome. Strive for reciprocity. There is a solution that benefits all parties. Connecting through differences. Empowerment is a better strategy than seeking power. Act now for the long-term benefit of your loved ones. Okay, so seeing your worth and the worth in the value of others will also help with this. So it's, again, loving yourself. It's putting that work in and realizing that even if we have things about ourselves that we don't like, that we may not necessarily be excited about having in our lives, because we have yin and yang, we have good and bad in us. It's addressing those things and understanding that we're lovable and we're worthy of love, okay? And that you're valuable and that others are valuable to you. This unity also states that this other person, your twin, is they're being told not to accept less than equal footing in a relationship. So if they feel that things are imbalanced, like one person is doing more than the other, that they want to put things back in balance within that. So that's balancing that feminine and masculine energies. That's balancing responsibilities in the relationship. That's balancing the relationship as a whole. An assumption, a bias, or other barrier could hinder a fair outcome. So there may be something that y'all on this side maybe think that is true, or assume, or have a bias about something, and it could hinder a fair outcome between you and another person. This could also be you and a friend. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. But they want you to strive for some reciprocity in the relationship, so a really good equal give and take, okay? And there'll be a solution that benefits both parties. So kind of mediation. Some of you could be going through mediation. You could be going through a divorce and going through mediation instead of getting lawyers. So that's something that I did for my divorce. Connecting through differences. Yeah, so you may be learning to connect with others that are of different races, different backgrounds, and learning that things about them, or you may already be really, really open to that. So for those of you that already are in that energy, very beautiful. Empowerment is a better strategy than seeking power. Yeah, so empowering yourself without being a tyrant or without being aggressive in doing so, and more of just empowering your ways instead of being power hungry. And it says act now for the long-term benefit of your loved ones. So there may be something that you may be considering about, a partnership that actually benefits you and your children. So this person and this partnership may bring some type of unity into a family situation. Okay. All right. Very beautiful. I love that. Okay. And we have karma. Okay, so you guys are experiencing some type of karma. It could be a karmic situation, it could be a karmic partner, but there's something related to this unity that is coming back to you. So this is either good karma or bad karma. I'm not really sure yet, but it falls under the unity. So hopefully this is good karma and you guys are coming together in union with your twin, or you want to come into union with someone. It could even be a soulmate, or it's working on yourself, and that way you're going to bring good karma back to you. So, wow, interesting. Okay, let's see what they have to say. I've never pulled that card yet. So, wow. Ooh, I love it. Karma. All right, karma. What do you have for us? All things have a higher purpose. Are meant to be. Things are written in the stars. Allow destiny to take its course. Sometimes events don't go as planned. So you may be thinking, like, oh, something's coming back to bite you, but there's a destiny here. There's a plan for a higher purpose that's planned for you. And so this karma that you're receiving, whether it's good or bad, was already something that was set to, that the universe, the divine, has willed it so for one reason or another. So it could be to teach you a lesson. Karma's all here. Karma is normally about that. All right, what's next? And we have fear. So you may have fear that there's some karma attached to yourself or someone else. So that may be causing you a lot of fear here. Okay. And this may be the situation that you fear coming into union with your twin, because you're like, oh my gosh, like, is this destined? Is this my path? Like, what's really going on here? Kind of, but there may be some fear attached to it, like maybe fear of good karma or bad karma coming back to you. So, depending on the situation. Wow, interesting. And we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So it may be that you fear that you're taking on too much here. With the Two of Pentacles upright, this is normally somebody juggling and being able to happily be able to do so. It could be two people. It could be two friendships. It could be a job and a friendship. It could be anything, okay? So it's not necessarily, it could just be a financial situation. But when it's reversed, something has to give. So you've taken on too much, and this is somebody that is now that absolutely cannot balance these two anymore. So something has to give. So you may feel like there's a choice here. And you may think there might be some bad karma if you make the wrong choice, as far as if you choose a relationship over money or two people making the wrong choice. You may fear that karma is going to come back to you, or you may fear that karma is kind of showing you you're opening this door for you and showing you who this person is and to come into union with them. And you may not be able to handle it right now, okay? You may have too much on your plate. And I clarify all the tarot cards at the end, y'all. We have Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Yeah, so it may be that whatever's happening here, that whatever you do choose, honor and respect will come to you. So you may choose to, maybe if before you felt like you weren't being honorable, or you're putting effort into or work into the wrong things, that you now had to kind of reevaluate where to put your effort. And they're saying that if you do so, if you make a choice, which is good, because for some of us, we kind of get forced into this. So it's like we juggle too much, we add one more thing, and then boom, everything comes crashing down. This is saying that if you can avoid this, okay, and somewhere in here, there'll be some honor and respect for making a good choice, okay, I feel like for some of you. Twin flame message. We will be together again. Yeah, you want to tell your twin that you will be together with them again. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. And if you make the right decision, karma's going to reward you, is what it's saying here as well. So that's why the honor and respect will come to you. Okay, we have connection. All right, very beautiful. Again, this could be your Cancer showing up over on this side, that you have a deep connection with them. Again, we are talking about twins, so obviously this could also be another water sign. We have, well, I guess we don't even have any water signs on this side. So we have Aries very heavily. We have air signs. We don't quite have any water, but that could be, again, your twin maybe seeing you that way, Cancer. So that connection and really connecting with you. That's beautiful. I love that. Find yourself by losing yourself in a conversation, a story, or someone's eyes. Be vulnerable, be emotional, and be moved to deeper understanding. Empathy is required. Let the pain, suffering, love, and joy of others find a home in your heart. Accepting another without reservations means accepting yourself as well. Okay, yeah, so accepting this connection. Okay, you may have a fear over this connection. You may have a fear over, accepting this person, because with our twins, we do project onto them our fears, and we also mirror. So the things we don't like about ourselves, our twin is going to mirror them to you, and sometimes that's really hard to address. That's almost like all that looking in the mirror and seeing, this ugly woman or man, and being like, oh my God, that's not me. But really, honestly, those are probably the darker parts of ourselves that we do need to kind of look at, address, and work through in order to come into union with our twin. So they want you to kind of go with that beautiful flow of that connection with someone. So even if it's just a conversation or a story, or looking in someone's eyes deeply and falling in love with them that way, or just connecting with them, it's very beautiful. So it doesn't even have to be, this could be a friend, this could be you and your twin, this could be you and a grandparent, or a father or a mother, or something of that nature. Really could be anybody. It wants you to be vulnerable, be emotional. God, I keep on saying emotionable. And be moved to deeper understanding. So they want you to be vulnerable emotionally to yourself and to your twin, okay, in order to achieve unity. And let the pain, suffering, love, and joy of others find a home in your heart. So whatever their story is, whatever their situation, being open to that and being loving and kind and compassionate and letting them have a home, a place in your home. And cancers are so good at that. Cancers are so loving and so kind and so nurturing, and you know, they're the best cooks. Like all the cancers I know cook amazing meals, like just to die for. So I'm loving that, guys. That's beautiful. So your twin may really see that about you. They may really see this connection and see you as being just magnificent, okay? Accepting another without reservation means accepting yourself as well. Yeah, we already talked about that. Okay, beautiful. All right, next card is Twin Flame. Yes. You have some karma here, okay, with your twin flame. And it may be causing a lot of fear, okay, because you are maybe now learning what a twin flame is, all right? And, you know, we're going to read that definition because, you know what, that's beautiful. That is something, you know, that comes out and people want to know what that means. And this is my channel. You are one soul. You were predestined to come to this earth to go through some of this these karmic issues, sometimes to come into unity, sometimes not. It depends on how highly evolved your soul is and the work that you both have done together. When you meet a twin flame, you may not know that that's who they are, but it is a connection that you're magnetically pulled to continuously over and over and over again. And it maybe people look at it like this on and off thing. And yes, of course it is, because you get close with that person, and then that connection starts to mirror. So you start doing the same things to your twin as they do to you, causes a lot of issues. And then all of a sudden, you know, you're both cheating, or you're both in separation, you're both not talking, that type of energy. And you're also bringing up childhood issues and reflecting that back at the other person so that they can heal those things and heal all of the things that need to be addressed in order for you guys to come into a beautiful union together. Okay, so let's see what they have to say, what their definition is. That's my loose definition here of a twin flame. All right, so let's see what the book says. Ooh, I love this. Excuse me. Whew. Sorry, guys. I love that. Okay, the highest soul connection, potential of true bliss. It is said that a twin flame occurs when the soul is divided before being born into two different souls. This other soul is your twin flame. Oh, this is not correct. But this could be for some, okay? I disagree with this definition, just it's for reasons that it says it's an effortless relationship. Not necessarily. It's not an effortless relationship. It does take a lot of work, okay? But however, the connection may be effortless. It's in like when you meet this person, you just know. You're like, oh my gosh, you're my other half. If you've pulled this card, there's a high chance this person you asked about is your twin flame and an ideal match, or you will meet this person very soon. If your twin flame is ready for you in this lifetime, then you can connect and create an amazing life together. If you are not ready, or you are not ready, then you will either meet them at a later time to resume in this life or the next. They may have misprinted that. But anyways, this connection is two halves that make a whole, and oneness is achieved without any control, push-pull energy, or toxic energy. Not necessarily. So what this definition here is a little bit different than I would say a twin flame is for me, or what I would say on my channel. I do believe sometimes it is a push-pull. I do believe that sometimes you do one thing and so does your twin. And sometimes one person's ready and the other person isn't. And this like back and forth can happen. So it can be like a push-pull. And toxic energy can be surrounding your connection because there's karma. There's other people involved. There's behavioral things that we've talked about on my channel before in all the videos up till now. So, but this is you realizing that your Cancerian, so your twin acknowledges or will at some point realize that you are their twin flame, okay? Very beautiful. But there's healing left to do. So look at these chakras that are all lit up here, these 7 chakras. So what Spirit is saying is that there is fear here. There's fear over healing. There's fear attached to healing this connection and being ready for this connection and being able to come into union with the two of you. That may be causing this person a lot of fear. Okay, so doing a chakra clearing, you can do that. There's meditations on YouTube that you can do, and you can do all 7. You can focus on each one, but they want you to do every single one here that is relevant, because every single one is on this card, and not one of them is, except for maybe if you're really wanting to connect with your twin, your crown chakra and your heart chakra are the 2 that are very much will help open up that connection between the 2 of you telepathically, etc., and help you connect with them in the higher realms as well as the 3D. Okay, so that's something that this person needs to address, and there is some healing that needs to be done within this connection. Okay, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so this is maybe them acknowledging that they cannot work together right now, that they're maybe overwhelmed, or there may be a family situation or 3 people involved, or multiple parties involved, that is causing the connection to kind of be a little bit, again, I feel like this might actually be a push or a pull type of card, where this person is trying to make space for you, Cancer, or vice versa. They may see you like that, but it's almost like this 3 of Pentacles is saying, well, we're not working together right now, but we can't until there's some healing, okay? And some decisions have to be made. There could be a decision between 2 people or 2 situations. Could be, again, work in a relationship. They may be trying to decide how to incorporate all of this into their lives. Horse, short journey. So they may be going on a short journey. Very interesting. So they may be, they may like horseback riding too. For some of you, they may actually horseback ride. They may take horses out and go for small, journeys with horses. They may live on land with animals and things like that. So that could be that energy. Excuse me. But either way, they may just be going on a short vacation and they may be feeling a lack of finances too. For some of them, with this 3 of Pentacles reverse and this 2 of Pentacles reverse, they may really have to work on finances as well. There may be a fear over being ready financially for some of them. Twin flame message: our connection still affects me. Oh yeah, of course. All right, sorry guys, I have some allergies. All right, and then we have clarity. So maybe getting some clarity over unity with you and this connection. Oh, wow, that's really beautiful. I love that. They may be using stones as well to open up their 3rd eye. This is amethyst here, so that can help with that as well, with intuition, with mediumship and things of that nature. Very beautiful. That's not the right book. Okay, so getting some type of clarity here. Let's see what the divine has to say about this for the book. Sudden clarity amid adversity. Acute awareness of yourself and your circumstances. Finding unexpected strength and wisdom in a crisis. Realizing the limits of a situation. Pressure cannot make diamonds from coal. Really? I thought it did. Oh, okay. So there's more of a process it's talking about than just that. Okay. Challenging a misconception or calling out a false promise. Isolate and develop an idea, talent, or goal to excellence without external influence. Trusting you will have what it takes when it matters. Okay, so you may get a sudden flash of clarity about your connection, about coming into union, about this twin flame journey. Your twin may actually be working on trying to figure out a way to make this work in their life, or getting, this definition is here to kind of give them an idea about that. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see, finding unexpected strength and wisdom in a crisis. So they may be going through a lot right now, and so they're maybe trying to figure out if they've got the strength to continue, and if they can pull that out from somewhere. So that's really beautiful. Realizing the limits of a situation. So there may be some limits surrounding the situation, and the limits could be that maybe there needs to be some healing again in order for everybody to work together. And there's a lot of stuff maybe financially that might need to be healed, and there might be a financial situation with I'm getting ex-husband, ex-wife type of energy here, possibly, or a family situation. And there may be people fighting over money in a family situation too. Challenging a misconception or calling out a false promise. So they may be kind of addressing the false promises that have been made. They may be trying not to make false promises to you about this connection, or challenge a misconception about twin flames. So just like I said about that twin flame card, they may be doing their own research. And again, do your own research. You know, whatever your definition is or whatever you come to the conclusion of about your connection, it is a high vibrational spiritual connection. And when we have worked on ourselves and we are ready for union and we are ready for our twin, then and only then on both sides will we be ready to come into union and raise the vibration of the planet, okay? Which is very much a beautiful thing. And it's also a mission that we've been given to ourselves, our souls. And so we'll have to repeat this lifetimes again from my perspective to get it right. And so this may not be the lifetime that you come into union with your twin. Even as badly as we all want to, it may not always be. Divine timing isn't up to us, okay? So we have to kind of release that too. So there could be a misconception, or there was a false promise that maybe this person made to you that, you know, you're just like, what the hell? Let's see. Excuse me. Isolate and develop an idea, talent, or goal to excellence without external influence. So this is going within. I believe that this is telling you to go within and to look at some of the internal issues that you may have and some of this healing that you may have to do in order to process everything. And it says here, without external influence. So going on this journey a little bit by yourself may be okay, and you may be trying to figure things out for yourself, which is fine. Trusting you will have what it takes when it matters. Yeah, so you will have what it takes when it matters as long as you're really going within. A lot of you may be, light workers like myself. You may also have spiritual gifts, and you may be getting flashes of clarity. You may also work with stones and crystals in order to do spells and in order to get that clarity or to release that energy in your chakras to heal them. So for a lot of you, you're researching. I feel like a lot of you are really taking the time to kind of look up what you feel you believe about twin flames and about this connection. Yeah. And we have communication. So you may be in communication with your twin. Okay. That's right here. Okay. Yeah. Right. Very interesting. And they may be telling you something about twin flames and you may be learning something. You may be going back and forth. Text messages is what I'm seeing here. Social media. Let's see what they have to say about communication. What forms of communication do they say, do they talk about here? This is cool. I've never gotten, these cards. So yeah. Lots of contact through different mediums. Yes. Email, phone, talking, in person. Open communication and flow of communication. Good connection of an intellectual nature. Lots of ideas together and giving birth to new ideas. Communication is very important to you and you are questioning this element in your relationship. So it's possible that you're questioning this, if you're not in communication with your twin, for some of you, you're wondering why. Maybe you want to be, maybe you're sending messages, maybe they're not being replied to. For others of you, there is an open flow of communication between you and your twin, and you are talking about this connection, talking about giving each other clarity, talking about union, maybe giving an idea about karma. You may be learning about ways to heal this connection and to bring yourself into union. Very beautiful. Yeah, have a fresh start. Yeah, so this is a fresh start between you and your twin. So yeah, there's definitely a fresh start going on here, okay? And this is very much possible. So you may, again, for some of you that are not in communication, this may actually change, okay? This may give you a fresh start with you and your twin. You may start to communicate again if you have been on a pause or a hold or in separation. And we have the Lovers here. So it could be dealing with a Gemini here. This is also a twin flame card. So this is telling me that union is very much around the corner for y'all, and that this could be someone that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be your twin as well. However, I'm feeling very strongly that this is that card saying like it is a double confirmation. Twin flame here, Lovers here. So definitely dealing with a Gemini on this side. And that may be, you may be in communication with them, and this is where that new fresh start is coming in, and there's new clarity here. So you guys may be working together in order to bring this into union. And the Lovers, again, is the spiritual connection that's very deep, very passionate, very loving. This is, again, a choice too. So you may have a choice between starting fresh with a Gemini or someone else. So your Gemini could be your twin, or it could be someone else that is your twin. You could be dealing with two different people here on the side. We have the Two of Pentacles. So maybe making a choice here. Okay, some of you may be procrastinating on making this choice, and it's possible that you had a family together with this person, and now you're trying to figure out how to split up the finances here and what goes where if you're going through a divorce for some of you. And it could be that you're divorcing a Gemini, or a Gemini is your twin. Either one. Sunrise. And if that doesn't fit the sign that you're dealing with, doesn't matter. It's still a twin flame card. It is still very much telling me that, you guys are, want to be in union. You're working towards this union. You're working towards this fresh start. This is, for a lot of you, going to very much happen. Okay, we have sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. You have this twice. So yeah, so I'm going to call this a fresh start. Yeah, because definitely this is exactly it. So you guys are exchanging ideas. You're creatively trying to figure out ways to make this work. There's a little fear attached to it, and a little bit of healing that needs to be done, and maybe a few decisions that need to be made regarding finances or regarding a family situation. But as long as you do right by, and make the right choice, it looks like here, for yourself in order to grow, honor and respect is going to come to you. Yeah, and you're going on new ventures, and there's a short journey. Yeah, so you may be taking a trip or going somewhere. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Wow. Twin flame message. You inspire me. Yeah, absolutely. You may be inspired, and you guys may be communicating about collaborating on a business, collaborating on something to do with twin flames. So you guys may be starting your own channel as well for some of you. So, and talking about twin flames, talking about your journey, which I think is magical. And this is interesting because we did have on this side, I'm sorry, I apologize guys. This was the mutual energy starting out the reading. So it's pretty rough with this Six of Wands reverse, because this was a lack of victory. This was I felt like a lack of clarity as well. For some of you, I also feel like it was also attention seeking, that maybe somebody was really trying to get your attention. And maybe this was with this communication that's going on here, because wands are about communication as much as, swords are also very sexual energy here. But then it was clarified by judgment. So somebody really trying to wake somebody up, like waking them up from the dead, saying, hey, wake up. Wake up. Like, we need you to understand that this is a spiritual awakening. So it may be that you felt like there was not any victory in this connection until somebody could be spiritually awakened to it, or until you both are fully on board with this. And I feel like for a lot of you, it was possible that, one of you was unawakened and the other wasn't. And that's not, the idea is tenuous, because if one twin is awake, they always say the other one is awake whether they know it or not. So it's very possible that was the situation, that, both or one of you was like, wake up, it's time. It's time to go on your mission. It's time to answer this call. It's time to go on this spiritual journey, and we want you to move forward with this, okay? In order to get victory, you have to wake up to it, okay? And it's not about attention. It's about a spiritual journey where you do have to go within. You have to figure out things about yourself and address this fear and heal a lot of past issues in order to get to this fresh new start, okay? All right, let's clarify this. Wow, beautiful energy, you guys. I'm loving this. All right, why is the Two of Pentacles reversed? Why is the Two of Pentacles reversed? Ten of Cups reversed. Okay, yeah, you have to make this decision in order to bring yourself complete happiness, because this Ten of Cups is showing me that, that emotionally speaking, that whatever you're juggling isn't bringing you happiness, isn't bringing you emotional fulfillment. So you may be very much focused on finances or worried about finances, but and that could be why your emotions are upside down, and why you're feeling very, for some of you could be feeling very depressed or very sad or unfulfilled emotionally speaking. And these are emotions that are not being expressed as well. And this has to change as well, because there's some type of fear regarding that. So you may fear that if you don't take care of this karma with someone else, that you're not going to be able to get this Ten of Cups if you still have to wrap up an old situation. Or there was someone in your life that you were juggling between two people, and one of it just ended with this Ten of Cups reversed, and it was like you put the burden down, you chose whichever person or whatever the situation was, you chose between those two things. And you knew you kind of had to, because if you don't, Spirit's telling you, if you keep juggling, you're still not going to be getting emotionally fulfilled between the two people. So you may be dating two people and not making a choice, and they're telling you this isn't going to give you this 10 of cups. Your 10 of cups is your overall happy ending, this most magical, the family, the house, the dog, you know, it's that rainbow card with that couple that are just in union and in love. And so that's telling me that there's definitely something, and there may be emotions that have come to the surface that you're trying to figure out how to juggle those, how to get through them, okay? And for a lot of you, could actually be a performer. You could be in the performing arts. You could be a dancer. You could be an actor. You could be like Cirque du Soleil type of energy is what I'm feeling here too as well. And maybe it's time to change professions. You may have that. You may be trying to figure out what to do next, okay? And you're not emotionally fulfilled where you are. For some of you, and maybe that's why that fear is attached to it. It's like fear of change, possibly, for some of you. All right, why is the 3 of Pentacles reversed? Let's see why we're not able to work together. This could be because this situation needs some healing, okay? Definitely needs some healing. Yeah. Lovers. Okay, so you've got it reversed. So there was a connection, a divorce. There may have been some cheating involved here for some of you. There may have been infidelity. There may have been you or your twin. You may have chosen someone else and you went in a different direction. So this family situation, again, I feel like this relationship now has ended possibly with a Gemini and has started with your twin. I know we have these two next to each other, but one tells me one is one person and one is another. So, and you may want to start over with this person too. You may want to heal this in order to start over. So that you can get back to good. If you did divorce this person, you may want to go back to them, and you may realize that they're your twin. For others of you, it is you chose between two different people, and you chose to end a marriage that you had a child with that person as well, and you're trying to figure out financial situations with this person. And again, there may have been some cheating, there may have been some infidelity, which is the same thing, but it also talks about there may have been a lack of communication here. I've got the 9 of Wands reversed here, so there may be a lack of communication. But this is something you're trying to heal, okay? And so this could have been a separation as well. So you may be separated from your twin, like in the physical world, like you guys were married and now you're separated, and you're trying to figure out how to divvy everything up, where custody for the child if you have children, etc. That type of energy. And then we have the Lovers here, okay? So maybe that will give us an idea if we can clarify this out about who this person is, because it's either the same person and you were married to them, or you were in a committed relationship with them, but it just wasn't working out and something had to give, or it is a whole nother person and a choice that you made between two different people. All right, so let's see here. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? Again, Gemini energy, very heavy on this side. Why is the Lovers here? Okay, so we have it clarified by the 6 of Pentacles reversed and the 9 of Cups reversed. So you may have felt in the past that this connection with this person, whoever this Gemini is or whoever this Lovers card represents, it could also be your twin. It could be a choice between two people. You felt like with one of them or the situation, you couldn't give to both because there is 6 of Pentacles here. So, and it's reversed. It's not an actual equal give and take. So somebody may have been taking more or receiving, or somebody was taking more, or someone else, again, that that give and take was just unequal. Okay. And this 9 of Cups, it just wasn't fulfilling you again emotionally. Okay. So you were really wishing to maybe make this better, or to have this union, or maybe again to make the right choice between two different people, because one situation was very much unstable and it was not fulfilling you emotionally. You weren't getting your wishes fulfilled, your needs fulfilled, your emotional needs fulfilled. It may also have been that finances and emotions with this person, that there's a disconnect there. So it wasn't fulfilling you on a spiritual level, a material level, a physical level, a mental level, like all the levels, the emotional levels. There was definitely something about that And maybe you just want a fresh new start with that person. Maybe you want to open up communication and make things better and get some clarity on it first to kind of figure out where to go. And you're trying to heal from this, okay, for a lot of you. So you're trying to heal from this. And maybe in the past, that it was a very beautiful union and you were very happy with this person. I feel like in the past that at some point you were very happy with this person, and over time maybe things started to fall apart, okay, and then maybe someone else entered the picture and you decided to make a choice and leave that relationship possibly and go for someone else. And again, we have the Six of Wands reversed here. So again, this is like a lack of victory. So it may have been, again, a lack of victory in a situation that you possibly were committed to. So it could be a soulmate, it could be your twin, it could be a karmic on this side. So it doesn't, these are all mini stories that kind of come out for the cards. So, all right, let's see what your fortune is. Yeah, but they're really saying like this, there wasn't, it was like, it was time to give up. I feel like somebody had to give up and move on. Okay. All right, we have your fortune card with eagle. Yay, beautiful. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. Yeah, there's clarity over here and there's strength. So you're soaring towards your destiny. So if something, if you didn't receive victory in one part of your life, you may be going on to something new and going towards your twin and someone who's going to satisfy that part of you that's really going to help you. And again, you'll be healing this for most of you now that you know, if you didn't already know, that your chakras were blocked or that you needed to do some healing here in order to release this fear that is associated with this relationship. And you may be ready for a fresh new start. And you may be getting, going in a new direction here. We have this new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh new start. And you may be communicating, collaborating with an ex-husband or an ex-wife. And, you may be trying to make your new life with this new partner for some of you. And you may have recently gone through a divorce. And I definitely am glad I felt that before I even got that Lover's card reversed out. So that was very, very poignant here. So definitely something may have, some union fell apart, okay? And it could be this twin flame here because it does fall in that same row, okay? And, or they had to choose between an ex-husband or ex-wife and a twin, okay? All right. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I will see you for your June videos. Take care.